What's up, Grizzlies? Today, I, Safari Steve, am gonna take you on a special episode into the wilderness of my backyard. What's up, guys? It's Brandon. I don't actually have an Australian accent, in case you didn't know that. I know, it's pretty legit. A lot of people believe it. Today's video is gonna be pretty low budget. Just me with, with the camera and you guys talking about stuff. And today, we have the Dyna Blink turn signals provided to us proudly by Deutsche Auto Parts, the leading provider in badass videos for YouTube and other parts for like Volkswagen and Audis and shit. You guys thought I totally had like some speech ready. Nah, but on the real, thank you to Paul over at Deutsche Auto Parts for sending me these Dyna Blink turn signals to test out on the Mk7 Gti. So I'm gonna show you guys how to install it, what to avoid, what to blah, blah, blah. You'll get the point. If you guys want a more detailed installation by an actual mechanic, which I am not, go ahead and check Paul's channel at Deutsche Auto Parts above in the card, and you can actually watch him do it in a much, probably quicker and less bullshit fashion. Yeah. So you may be wondering, why the hat? Well, quite sunny outside and I don't have a garage. Hashtag no garage life. So pretty much have to come out here and I was wearing the snapbacks for a while, but I think this is gonna cover a little bit more, since there's actually a bill in front of my face instead of behind my head. Big difference. Anyways, right here we have the Dyna Blink, whoop, kind of in the way, Dyna Blink turn signal. So we're gonna go ahead and install these babies. And it should be a simple install, we'll see, but knowing me, I'm probably gonna break it, so fuck it. Well, I'm cooking like bacon right now. I can feel it just simmering my back. So I'm gonna try and get this done as quickly as possible, but here, you have a side view mirror, right? Correct. So we're gonna go ahead and open this thing up right here, and forgive the dirtiness of my car. My driveway is made of dirt, so every time I drive in it, dirt. So, plus I don't wash the car, that kind of doesn't help, but anyways, let's get back to this. We are gonna go ahead and open this up. Actually, you know what? Yeah, whatever. So here we have the Dyna Blink box, and as you can see, it's very nice, fancy box. It even says Golf 7 on it, so you don't get confused when you're installing it on your other, 4 cars that you own because you're a doctor and you're completely rich, no biggie. Anyways, open up the box, and voila, pretty simple. There are 1 and, oh, wait for it, 2 sides. Crazy, right? Yeah. You can pretty much guess which one goes on which side by just looking. So that one goes there, and that one goes there, like that. All right, so that's easy. Now that that's out of the way, we can go ahead and, read the, instructions on there. There's some basic instructions, Dyna Blink, but if you want better instructions, Paul from Deutsche Auto Parts has those for you. But pretty much, I'm just gonna wing it, open these things open the side mirrors up, and we'll be good to go. So this part's pretty easy. All we're gonna do here is go ahead and tilt down this mirror. That'll allow you to get a little bit of a grip on it, and then you should be able to, all right, you should be able to just push it on the inside. The end will come out, and you can slowly remove it nice and carefully. So you can see there is wiring in here, so be careful not to let it fall off or rip it. But for the most part, you can see in there. Now, once this is open, you can go ahead and look inside, and on the inside, you can see one tab right here and the other tab deep right in here. So once you open those tabs, you'll be able to pop open the side view mirror. Woo! Came off a little violently, but we got it. Okay, so using some needle nose pliers, you can get right in here. This piece right here will loosen this, and once this is loose, you have a little more play with the plastic in here. So we can go ahead and pull that nice and tight, and that pops off right there, giving you a little play. So inside there are 2 T10 screws. So that is a very, I guess, not common size, so make sure you have those ahead of time. Now we're gonna take our T10 bit and go ahead and loosen these up. I wanna be careful when removing these because if you drop them down into the bottom, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to get them out. So it's good to have a magnetic tip. As usual, you guys know it's good to have a magnetic bolt tray around when doing this type of work. In this instance, I also like to have a magnetic stick just in case things fall deeper inside. Guide it on out. So looking from the side of the light, you can see right here in the side view mirror, this is the front of the car over here and the rear over here. You have one here and one back here. So this is the one I suggest using a magnetic tip or some kind of tool to help you guide it out so you don't drop it down inside there, because it can be a little bit hard to get out. So looking at the back right here, you can see a little plug, and that is what actually sends power to this unit. So we're gonna go ahead and carefully remove that. So looking at the plug right here, you actually, it's kind of hard to show, but when it's inside, you need to actually push in on this tab, squeeze it together, and then pull it out. So you're not actually prying it out, you're pushing it in and then pulling it out. This is where it gets a little interesting because apparently there is a lip underneath this light that kind of seats into the plastic part. So we kind of have to wiggle it around and push it in and towards the body a little bit. Will definitely take some fidgeting. Oh, okay, so don't be afraid to manhandle this thing. It is pretty hard to get out, not gonna lie. So seems fine, nothing's broken, so it's just very hard to get out, that's all. Now let's put in the new one. So here you can see the difference between the two. There is the OEM one that's much clearer, and then there is of course the new dynamic turn signal that is I guess murdered out, I guess you could say, all blacked out look. And it only comes in this color, unfortunately. There is no other color variants or tinting versions. So this is the one you're gonna get right here. As you can see here, this is the lip on it right there. So it tapers down, it starts biggest here and goes down. So the best way to do it, I guess, would be to insert it and kind of go along with the groove, like Paul says in his videos. Well, then I think it went in. Wow. Okay, so that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, that's like, that's a good way to do it, guys. You just start and kind of work your way into the left, using that lip to kind of guide you, and it actually fits pretty well. The fitment's decent. So let's go ahead and plug it in now and then actually test it to make sure it works before doing anything else. Yeah, and there you have it, guys. It works. This is, of course, during the day, so it is not the brightest during the day. I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. It looks kind of dark. It's almost like an orange too. It's not really the amber like the front ones going on here, but it is pretty bright outside right now because the sun is directly in front of us. But you can still see it, and it is very, very clean looking and dynamic. Now let's go ahead and turn it off. So as you can see with it off, it gives a very nice blacked out and dark look to it. It almost looks like there is just no turn signal, at least on my car because it's black. So we can go ahead and put these screws back on where they belong. Make sure not to tighten them too much because you don't want to over tighten them. They're very small and can be easily stripped. So here we want to be careful when putting this back on. We don't want to break any of the tabs. So honestly, that part is pretty sketchy. You really just gotta start from the back, your way forward, because the clips in the front need to be entered first, and then roll it on back, and it just kind of pops into place. But still, it does feel kind of weird. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them on. Now, as you can see, they do work, and the black does look pretty sick, all blacked out like that, not gonna lie. Here is the other side to compare brightness. As you can see, it does still look good with the clear. It does offer more distinction. So we're gonna go ahead and turn them on now. Wow, okay. That's actually super surprising to me because you actually can't even see them in the daytime, really. Almost not at all. So they are on, you can tell slightly, but that just goes to show the difference. I guess the dynamic ones really are that much brighter, to where you can see the entire strip all the way across, even during the day, with direct sunlight on the camera. So this actually is, I mean, for those of you who are worried about safety, a great investment, because the dynamic LEDs are much brighter and much more noticeable during the day. So once it gets dark tonight, I will show you guys a comparison in the dark between the clear and the dark ones. Bring me.